Hey you guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be ranking every key art for every season, including OG this time, because I don't need to play them to know that the key art is good or not. So with that, let's get right into the ranking, shall we? Now, there will be a few rules that I'm going to cover. I'm going to obviously rank these based off how good they are and kind of like how well they kind of fit with the season. And also just kind of like, just the characters and whatnot that are in this background. So, without further ado, let's actually get into the ranking. Alright, so first up we have Chapter 1, Season 7's cover art. Now I think this cover art is kind of bland. Now I'm not sure if this is a real cover art or not. Some of them I couldn't find the cover art for, like Chapter 1, Season 3 and Chapter 1, Season 2. But I do think this cover art's a little bland. The purple background is kind of just There's other ones that are like this, but I feel like they do it a little bit better with the background. So, that's why this is at the bottom of our list. Alright, so next up, we have Chapter 1, Season 5's clip art. And it's okay. I mean, it's just like Chapter 8, or Chapter 6 with a red background. That's basically it. There's nothing else special about it. It's literally just a color swap and new skins. Alright, Chapter 1, Season 9. Literally the exact same as the other two, except it has a cool laser across the side and a lot cooler skins on the front. Alright, Chapter 2, Season 1. It's pretty good. Now we're getting into the tier where it's not just a background and that's it. Now this one shows us a lot of the map and it's actually pretty good. This one also just shows us some characters and stuff like that. And I just put it here just because it's not as good as some of the other ones. It doesn't show any of the characters in the battle pass, which is kind of a letdown. So that's why it's put here. Alright, Chapter 1, Season 1. It actually has a lot to offer here. So we have a battle bus in the back, a glider, some people actually fighting, weapons being shown in this clip art, and there's a ton of builds going on in the background. It actually shows you a lot about the game in this one single clip art. The only reason I put it down here is just because there's a ton of other cooler ones later on down the line. So that's why it's this far down. Although it is a really good clip art. Alright, Chapter 1, Season 7. Now we're getting into the ones that are getting pretty hard to rank. So, this one is good, and is actually pretty good. I just put it down here because it's not as good as the other ones, but it was a really close tie between a ton of these. And it shows one new mechanic they added to the game, actually two new mechanics. They added the Infinity Blade and the Planes, and it shows a ton of skins from the Battle Pass. It shows kind of part of the map, and that's why this is a really good one. Alright, Chapter 2, Season 2. This background looks really cool, but it is just a basic background and doesn't really tell you that much about what this season is about. So this one has almost all the skins in the Battle Pass, but it does not show any of the maps or tell you about what kind of season it will be. So that's why it's down here. Next up, we've got Chapter 3, Season 3, Vibin'. Now, this background shows the Battle Pass characters. Check. It, I guess, tells you what the season's kind of about through the vibe of it and how it's all sunny and stuff, and one of them's wearing sunglasses. But it doesn't really show you what the map's about. So that's why it's down here. It's a cool clip art, but it doesn't tell you. It kind of tells you what the season's about, but it doesn't show you what the map is. So that's why it's down here. So, Remix Chapter 2 is the exact same thing as Chapter 2 Season 2, except with a little bit different and a little bit more color, which I like a little bit more. Great. Chapter 1 Season 8. This clip art is really good. It's just, well, the other ones are just cooler. That's literally all I can say. Chapter 4 Season OG. This one shows the characters, shows the map. It's just not as cool as the others. And it shows some new features, but that's about it. Alright, so next up, we have Chapter 4, Season 4. This season's okay, but where's Kato Thorn? Why do we have this guy on the front of the cover? So it's a good clip art, but they don't even have all the skins of the Battle Pass on here, let alone the main one. Alright, so next up we have Chapter 4, Season 3. This clip art is okay. It has some skins in the Battle Pass, but they're just running into a temple. It's nothing special. Alright, so next up we have Chapter 2, Season 6. Now this has new weapons, new features, new biomes, new skins, and a POI in the back. Overall, this is a really good clip art. Alright, so next up we have Chapter 2, Season 7, Invasion. Now, this has POIs, characters, even Rick from Rick and Morty. But why is Tilted Towers here? I mean, this is just a cool cover art. I don't think I can put it any higher. It's just cool. Same thing as the last one. It's just cool. So this is just cool, but it's nothing special again, it's just cool. Again, it's just cool. That's all I can say. Well, I've put these all here just because they're all equal, and I don't feel like I can place them anywhere else. I find Chapter 5, Season 2 cover art to be really cool, and I love how it's split in the middle between the overworld and underworld. I find that so cool. Alright, next up we have Chapter 5, Season 3. Now, I think this one tells you a lot about what the season's about, such as it's going to be a wasteland season, there's a whole desert biome. My only complaint is that Megalodon is in the back. Now, I really like this cover art. First of all, I like the huge cyberpunk city in the back, and I love all the glowing, just particles. It gives it such a warm, colorful feeling, and it's very dystopian, and I love that. Okay, so Chapter 2, Season 3 tells you a lot about what it's going to be about, and it shows off some of the POIs, which I like a lot. Next up, we have Chapter 3, Season 1. Now, first of all, it shows off a lot of features, like the tornado, and shows off basically the entire map. It also has Spider-Man in the front, and basically all the Battle Pass skins, which I love about it. And that's why it's 3rd place. Next up, we have Chapter 4 Season 1. Anyways, it's basically the same thing that I said for Chapter 3 Season 1, but it shows off the map, new features, skins, and it just looks really cool to look at, and shows you the potential of this new map. Anyways, I know I'm breaking my rules a little bit when I say this, but I understand it doesn't really show what the map's about, but this just looks so cool. And it tells you about the 0 point, shows you the skins in the Battle Pass, and this just looks amazing. I love it so much, and as soon as I saw it, I knew this was going to be 1st place. And it's just insane. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I just want to give a thanks to Shawety for this footage. Thanks a lot. And thanks for another channel. I'll show him on screen, but he's the one who gave this video idea. So thanks a lot to him. And thanks for the 25 subscribers. I'm trying to post daily, so my goal is 50 subscribers. So if we can get there, that'd be great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.